Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome you all. Today we're gonna do chapter 6, Kitab Tauhid, and we were continuing about La ilaha illallah. Here we'll go detail about the explanation of Tauhid and the testimony. And the first reference of this is Suratul Isra, ayah number 57, and it says, Ulaika allazina yad'una yabtaghuna ila rabbihimul wasilatan أيهم أقرب ويرجون رحمته ويخافون عذابه إن عذاب ربك كان محذورا. So here the translation of this is those whom they call upon, like Isa alayhi salam, son of Mary, like Ibn Maryam, or other than that, desire for themselves means of access to their Lord, as to which of them should be nearest, and there Isa alayhi salam or Uzair or angels, etc. Hope for his mercy, fear his torment. Verily, the torment of your Lord is something to be scared of, afraid of. So here clearly mention, don't take wasila other than Allah, and you have to take only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because your Lord, inna azaba rabbika kana mahzura, and Allah is indeed, azab of Rabb is, it's going to be there, and you have to be afraid of that azab. And here we have seen Suratul Isra, and then here there is one more ayah, and Suratul Shura. In Suratul Shura, we see in ayah number 26 and 27, it says, ويستجيب الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات ويزيدهم ومن فضله والكافرون لهم عذاب شديد. And not only that, in the following ayah we have seen in 27 too, walau walau bastatullahu rizqa li ibadihi la yabghu fil ardi walakinna yunazzilu biqadrin ma yasha innahu bil ibadihi khabirum basir. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is clearly mentioned how the shirk has been completely, like those who make dua here in ayah number 26 of Surah Shura, we see in Surah Shura how it was explained. Like here, the main reason for different references here, just to show La ilaha illallah has so much importance. So here in this following ayah, when وَيَسْتَجِيبُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, and he responds to the prayer of those who believe and do righteous deeds. الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَيَزِيدُهُم مِّن فَضْلِهِ, and not only that, and do righteous deeds, and gives them more out of his grace. وَيَزِيدُهُم مِّن فَضْلِهِ. And then after that, وَالْكَافِرُونَ لَهُمْ عَذَابٌ شَدِيدٌ, for the disbelievers, for them there is a severe punishment. And in the following 27, walau basatat lahu rizqa li ibadihi, should Allah expand the provision for his servant to its full extent, they would spread mischief on the earth. You know, if Allah gives them more, they will spread mischief on the earth. But He sends down what He wills in due measure. Biqadarim ma yasha, how much it has to be sent, Allah sends that much. He wills in due measure. Surely with regard to His slaves, He is all aware, ever watchful. So here in this reference, Allah is clearly mentioning so how the distribution of the provision, and Allah knows to whom to give what. And here not only that, in Suratul Zukhruf, that is surah number 43 and 26 ayat, is say, wa is qala Ibrahimu li abihi wa qawmihi innani bara'um mimma ta'budun. Recall when Ibrahim al-Islam said to his father and to his people, I disown that which you worship. Innani bara'u mimma ta'budun. So what they were worshipping, they were doing idol worship. So Ibrahim al-Islam said, I don't do idol worship. And not only that, in ayah number 28, وَجَعَلَهَا كَلِمَاتٌ بَاقِيَةً فِي أَقْبِهِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ. He made it a word lasting among his them so that they may return. Baqiya. What is that kalma baqiya? La ilaha illallah. This talking about Islamic monotheism here. And here we see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said Jews and Christians took their rabbis and their monks to be their Lord besides Allah. And in this, when they are taking besides Allah, and here there's a in surah number Surah At-Tawbah, ayah number 31, this is mentioned there. So here we see like they have taken their rabbis and their monks as gods beside Allah, and also they have taken Masiha, the son of Maryam, Ibn Maryam, as God, and they were not commanded but to worship only one God. There is no God but He, pure is He from what they associate with Him. So here, اتخذوا أحبارهم ورهبانهم أربابا من دون الله, and also ومسيح ابن مريم وما أمروا إلا ليعبدون إلها واحدا La ilaha illahu subhanahu amma yushrikun. So la ilaha illallah, and believe in one Allah, one God, there is no God but He pure, and do not associate any partner. Amma yushrikun, do not do any kind of shirk. And there is a hadith in Sahih Muslim, it is reported that Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, he who professed that there is no God but to be worshipped but Allah, and made a denial of everything which the people worship besides Allah, his property and blood becomes inviolable and his affairs rest with Allah. That is so much importance of the La ilaha illallah. So important issues we have seen in this. This chapter contains the greatest and most important of issues, namely explanation of Tauhid and the testimony of faith and classification of it through clear matters. Of them, the verse in Surah Isra is clear rejection to the polytheist who supplicate the righteous ones, as well as making clear that to do is major shirk. One must be thinking, oh, somebody is very righteous, we can make, we can supplicate like Allah, Nausbillah. You can't do that. You are doing a shirk. But asking somebody to make dua for you is a different thing. But making them as a god is not allowed in Islam. That is a shirk. And also the verse in Surah Al-Bara clearly shows that Surah Tawbah shows that the people of the book took their priests and their rabbis as lords besides Allah. It is also clear that they were not ordered except to worship a single deity, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The explanation of the verse, which has no ambiguity in their obedience to the scholars and other slaves of Allah in sinful things and not calling to the supplicating them. So here in the Surah Tawbah we have seen they believe in rabbis and they believe the scholars of their Ahle Kitab, and they make them as a god, and they were doing all those things. Like not only that, they were believing son of God as Isa al-Islam and so on, and they were not believing in oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And here we see later on we have seen Surah Shura ayah number 26 and 27, and also we have seen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that his dissociation and being free from shirk explanation of the La ilaha illallah. For he said, وَجَعَلَهَا كَلِمَاتٌ بَاقِيَةٌ فِي أَقْبَيْهِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ. And he made it La ilaha illallah. None has the right to be worshipped but Allah alone, and lasting among his offspring that may turn back. And here we have seen Surah Al-Zukhruf ayah number 28 to and in Surah Al-Zukhruf ayah number 28, and that is surah number 43. And Surah number 43, Zukhruf, we have seen that ayah number 28, it says, He made it a word lasting among his posterity so that they may return. Wajalna kalimatun baqiya, and that is kalimatun baqiya is la ilaha illallah. And then there's a reference in Suratul Baqarah, and here in Suratul Baqarah is ayah number 167, and Suratul Baqarah is surah number 2. So وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوا لَوْ أَنَّ لَنَا كَرَّةً فنتبرأ منهم كما تبرأوا منا كذلك يريهم الله أعمالهم حسرات عليهم وما هم بخارجين من النار. And here in ayah number 167, and those who followed will say, we wish we had another chance. Like, they want karratain, one more chance, they want to go back, so that we may disown them. Minhum kama tabarrau minna. We want to disown them. Thus Allah will show them that their deeds were nothing but cause of remorse. Their amaluhum hasaratin alayhim. Hasara, like, you want to go back and do that thing again. You have that so much hasara, so much will to do, but you won't be able to. Nothing but cause of remorse for them, and they are not to come out of the fire. Wama hum bi kharijina minan nar. They won't be able to come out of the fire. And it is mentioned that they love those whom they associate with Allah as they love, and this point to the fact that they do indeed love Allah tremendously. And but this nevertheless did not bring them to the fold of Islam. Then how about one who loves the false deity more than he loves Allah? How about the one who loves none other than his false deity, has no love for Allah? So Prophet ﷺ stated, whoever says La ilaha illallah and rejects all other things that worship besides Allah, his wealth and his blood are inviolable, and his account rests with the Allah. La ilaha illallah has so much importance. This is of the weightiest statement clarifying the meaning of La ilaha illallah. It shows that a mere pronouncement does not protect the pronouncer blood and wealth. It is insufficient to simply understand its evident meaning and words, to acknowledge it, or even for the pronouncer to call on none other than Allah, who is alone and without partners. Rather, the pronouncer, wealth, and blood do not become inviolable until addition to the all above totally rejects all else. Okay, so we only that will be there clear. But if they believe in Allah, La ilaha illallah, and that time wealth and blood will be safe. Otherwise, you're adding other deities, not in that manner. So here we did chapter number 6. If any question, you can ask now.